Today I'm going to be cooking oxtail, yes. In this bowl there is water and lemon juice and salt. I'm brining these in order to create a more tender oxtail. Once I'm done, I will rinse these bad boys off.
If your seasoning cabinet don't look like this, you are not a cook.
So these are the ingredients I chose to use in my dish. I'm going to marinate my meat with seasoning salt or tenderizer. I'm not sure yet, but I'll choose here in a little bit. I decided to use celery salt. I wanted to use onion powder, garlic salt, and paprika, allspice, and black pepper. I like these ingredients because it really brings forth a lot of flavor, and that is what you want when you eat. It's flavor. If you don't have flavor, then you're not going to enjoy your meal, right? So these are things I chose to use because these were the things that I felt were going to make the dish delicious. Get ready to remove the water from your oxtails, get rid of the seeds, and you can rinse them again, or you can just leave them as is if you like that lemony zest. So the oxtail has been brined, now it's been seasoned. Using my hands, tossing it, rubbing it down, because if you don't, your seasoning will be sitting on top of the meat and the flavor will burn off in the skillet, so you don't want that to happen. I'm going to oil my pan because it's necessary to do so. I like sesame seed oil. You could choose to use olive oil if you want. So I'm going to be using frozen pre-chopped garlic. It's minced, it's beautiful, it's easy and convenient. You can find this in your frozen section. I'm going to use 3 of these. Then I'm going to put in my meat. I'm going to face it all down in the same direction. Then I'm going to toss these bad boys until they're all brown. So yes, my meat is browning and it looks amazing. This is exactly the color that you want. But for me, I like them a little darker than this, so I'm going to toss them around and give them a deeper color because I like my gravy to be brown. Yeah, so I'm going to chop these bad boys up a little bit more, and then I'm going to throw them in my pot. You see onions, you see jalapenos, and you see bell peppers of different colors. I like them all. So you could choose to use these, or you could choose to use something different. It is up to you. This is what I'm using. I like my gravy a little spicy. Now that you see my bell peppers are in my pot, I get to stir this up just a little bit more. But you want the vegetables to be a little cooked. Not too much because they're going to cook further on in the oven for up to 2 to 3 hours. So you don't want them soggy. You want them to have a little bit of a bite. So I missed a step and I apologize in advance, okay? What I did do was I used some beef stock and I put a little bit of flour in it and I stirred it up, and then I poured that stock and that flour into the pot. I mixed the flour with the stock first before I poured it in so that my liquid wouldn't be very lumpy. This will thicken fast, so you will have to stir while you're stirring in the broth, just so you don't create a lumpy gravy. If it's still not thick enough, you can use a condensed can of cream of mushrooms from Campbell's, and you can pour those into the pot, stir it up, and then you can cover it up and put it in the oven after that. This is our finished product, everyone. Yes, we have made it to the end. This is basically the finished result. It tastes so yummy. It is full of flavor like I expected, and the gravy is just perfect for me. If you like your gravies thick, then you want to add like maybe a little more flour, or you can add an extra can of condensed soup. It's up to you, but I think this is perfect. I like to pour this over some rice and potato if you want it, but this is absolutely tender and delicious. I hope you enjoyed, and bon appetit.